Hi, it's Dr. Artis. Today I'm going to be discussing carpal tunnel syndrome. Right now we have a lot of people working from home. They're typing a lot more. They're spending a lot of times on their phones with their hands down. Or certain people are starting to do projects that they haven't done before, and it's causing them to overuse the tendons in their hands, which causes a condition known as carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel syndrome is simply inflammation of what we call the median nerve. The median nerve is composed of nerves that come off the neck from C5 to T1, and it goes all the way down into the fingers of the hand that stop. So the thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, and the ring finger sometimes innervate part of that median nerve. When those nerves get inflamed, usually right here around the flexor retinaculum, which is like the wristband that holds those bones together, it can put pressure on those nerves that go into the hand, causing carpal tunnel syndrome. A lot of times people experience with carpal tunnel syndrome burning in the fingers, numbness, tingling, sometimes just plain out pain. And that's a true sign that you might have carpal tunnel syndrome. One of the easiest tests that you could actually do is what we call the Phalen's test, is where you actually take your hands and you bend them like that. And if the hands are like that and it causes pain, that is called Phalen's. That's a sign that you might have carpal tunnel syndrome. However, this is just informational use. So you might want to go to a medical professional that can give you information to make a proper diagnosis. The other one is reverse Phalen's, when the hands are like this, to actually see if that causes inflammation as well. If that causes pain, chances are you probably got carpal tunnel syndrome. So the question becomes is, what do I do about it when I do have it? I want to give you 5 of my top stretches to actually help you with carpal tunnel syndrome. Number 1 is the thing you want to do is you want to be able to do the prayer stretch. So you would start with your arms in like this, just bring your arms down to actually stretch the muscles in the wrist. Now, when you're doing these stretches, you want to make sure that you're actually taking your time and you want to go right to the pain, but you don't want to, it's almost where it kind of hurts a little bit, but it doesn't hurt bad. If you're doing anything that's going to cause a lot of pain, you want to stop immediately and you want to call a doctor or go to schedule an appointment to get help. So you're going like this. It's called the prayer pose, and you're just holding it, and you will come back up again and you come back down again. Techniques I'm telling you are called flossing. Come back up again, down, come back up again. That stretches out this area right here to remove some of the inflammation and help loosen that area up, take pressure off the nerves, and sometimes that can alleviate some symptoms. Now, one of the other ones, you got nerve glides. Nerve glides is where you're simply, if you're a little bit more advanced, you can take your hand out and reach it out like that, and then you want to lean that head back. You can add some lateral rotation in there as well. So nerve glides. If you get a little bit more advanced, you can take your hand and you can bend it out and go back. If those hurt, you might want to start with the arm bent and then bending the arm back and just holding it. So it's like so, okay? And again, you would do about 15 to 20 reps of those, just holding for 2 to 3 seconds, just to stretch out, loosen up that area to take pressure off those nerves. The next one we got is called the glides, the tendon glides. So you want to make sure that we contract the tendons. And so we would start with a hand straight up like this at a 90-degree angle at the elbow. And then you would actually just start and you would do a hook. And you would straighten it out. Hand out again, and then we're going to a fist. Straighten it out, hold it. And then again, you would do those, you would practice it. So that would start with the hand straight, then we would go with a claw, then we would straighten the hand out, and then we would go with a fist. So straight, claw, straight, fist, right? And doing those. In addition to that, some other things you could do too is just simple stretch, chest stretches. Putting the hands behind the back and actually leaning back to stretch out the shoulders. With carpal tunnel syndrome, a lot of times what I found in my office that it could be caused from different things, like just overuse. Somebody decided they want to go start and go and paint. They want to start painting and they're using their wrists and they're just overusing it and it becomes inflamed. Some of the most common reasons that I see it is arthritis. Just arthritis over the years in the wrist, and it creates a narrowing of that tunnel, which puts pressure on the nerves. And then some of the other things that can happen too is just simply just sleeping in bad positions. Sometimes people sleep with their head and their wrist is bent and all those things, and you lay in a position for so long that can cause a lot of different, a lot of types of pain. Poor posture is another one. When the people start to slouch, you're sitting in front of computers and the head is going forward, the shoulders start to round, people walking like that. It's going to put pressure on the nerves that come off the neck that supply that wrist, and that can actually cause pain into the hands. And a lot of times that happens because there's a subluxation of the first rib in the neck. And the first rib is a rib that kind of floats right here, and it can drop and hit into that trap. So one of the easy ways you can kind of loosen that up is shoulder shrugs. Just doing shoulder rotations, going back, and you see what I'm doing? I'm going back and forth, going forward. And that comes from sitting for long periods of time. We tend to slouch over like that. So poor posture, overuse, and arthritis are my three things I see that cause it. The number of things that I want to show you to do with that is the prayer stretches. We also got the nerve glide where you're reaching the arm out, you're bending it like that, you're holding it. And then we also have the tendon glides where you got the hand up straight like this, and then we're actually coming down with the hook, hand straight, and then we're coming into a fist. Those can help alleviate some pain from carpal tunnel syndrome. If you have any other pain, you might want to contact our office, and where we can actually do some more advanced therapies to actually help you get the level of care that you need. Again, I hope that helps. Look out, watch out for carpal tunnel syndrome. Make sure your posture's straight, make sure you're moving. Thank you.